Hey everybody, happy Friday. How is everybody doing? I see you guys all in the comments already. So I do see somebody asking about kribensis, care. I think it was Big Junior. We can look at some kribensis, really nice fish. We have what is commonly known as the common kribensis. Let me turn you guys around. All right, so here we go. Kribensis, really cool fish. Considered a dwarf cichlid. They get a little bit bigger, maybe 3 to 4 inches, depending. You can see the females with the bright pink bellies. Now, in this strain of kribensis, the females tend to be a lot more colorful, and the males are going to have more longer fins, and their colors are actually a little more subdued compared to the females. Right there, you can see the female pink belly, the male it's mostly tan, the yellow highlights on his fins. See another female there. So actually, guys, we just had a pair of these spawn in our show tank. So we have two pairs of them in our planted tank, and one of the pairs just had fry that hatched today, and we collected them out of there. So these guys are relatively easy. These are a more friendly dwarf cichlid as far as care wise. So they're more tolerant of varying water parameters. Now, they're to spawn them, they're going to prefer a little bit softer water, and so you're going to want to take the TDS lower, somewhere between 50 to 100, I would say, if you're looking to spawn them. But they can withstand relatively hard water as well. A pretty, they're pretty. I don't know how to say this. They're pretty good at adjusting to varying water parameters. And sorry if the camera's a bit shaky, guys. I'm down here low on the ground, trying to get low. So, guys, it looks like I just got a super chat. It's hard to see. There it is. So, Irving Bodden with 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, Irvin. We appreciate that. It's pretty crazy that you guys appreciate us enough to give us a little bit extra on these live feeds. So, thank you for that. Fish fam, thank you for the shout out for Irvin. All right, so that is the common kribensis. What we're calling them on our website is kribensis cichlid. So if you're looking for them, give me 1 second, guys. I'm having a hard time seeing your comments, so I am going to flip you guys, see if that makes any difference. And flip you back. All right, so I can't really see you guys' comments very well with the super sticker. It kind of blocks what I can see. Let me see if I can adjust this. All right, so I do see one request for seeing some Yerai. So we have some actually right behind me. We'll look at. These were wild caught. So right here, you see these guys are hungry. They just came up thinking I was about to feed them. They darted at the front of the glass. So these are about 3 to 4, maybe some of them are 4 to 5 inches. Now at this size, the Yerai have the most color in my opinion. When they get full size, it seems as though they lose some of their cool pattern and colors. And when they're really small, they don't really show a lot of that pattern and color. So there's some Yerai. I'm really struggling, guys. I would love to be able to see your comments, and I think the only way I can do it is if I go vertical. Bud LaRosa, thank you again for the Labor Day sale. I picked up some great fish. You are welcome, Bud. Thank you for everybody who participated in that. Now, we did have some hiccups due to some UPS delays, but overall, we had fairly few losses due to that. Some packages were even delayed several days, and we had no issues. So shout out to the packing crew here. They did a really good job on making sure that the fish were packed well and that they made it. Can geos live in a 40-gallon breeder? So at this size, yes. I mean, this is a 40-gallon here. Let me turn you guys back. So I apologize if this is affecting your viewing, but for me to be able to see that, I have to, for me to be able to see your comments, I have to go back and forth. So I would say most Geophagus, no, they cannot live their full life in a 40 breeder. They get very large. Some of our breeders down in the breeding area, they're probably 10 to 12 inches, if not bigger. Now, that's bigger than what most websites are going to say that they get, but they are for sure bigger than, they're probably like 12, some are 12 plus inches down there. So I would not recommend keeping them in a 40 breeder long term unless you're trying to breed and you have just a pair in a tank. You could probably get away with it, but I would not recommend it. Especially if you're just keeping them as a pet or just for an aesthetically pleasing tank, they get too big for that. Yeah, so Geophagus red humps, the Standecneri, those would be good for a 40 breeder. Now, if you look up Geophagus spheni, they stay a little bit smaller as well, but they get too large, in my opinion, for a 40 as well, because they get anywhere up to 10 inches, and that doesn't give them much room to swim. And online, you might see people saying, hey, they get like 8 inches, but they get bigger than that on the spheni. And just for reference here, guys, we breed our Geophagus milleri in 75-gallon tanks, and they are in pairs. And they just have enough room to do their thing. We have just sand in there, a couple flat rocks on the bottom for them to lay their eggs on, and that's it. So they have 4 feet by 18 inches of just swimming room, and the only thing impeding them is a couple rocks on the bottom for them to lay eggs. So it's not really for a home tank. It wouldn't be that enjoyable unless you are keeping them to breed. So Big Junior, like Carly had pinned earlier, a smaller Geophagus would be the red hump. Let's see if we have any in stock. Now, I think they stay around 4 to 5 inches. They don't get too much larger than that. But they're a little bit more of a shy species, so they tend to hide a lot more than some of your other Geophagus. Carly, if you could give me a location on some red humps, I'll be on the lookout for them though. Now, any red humps we have are going to be around 1 to 2 inches. Now, we breed these in house as well, and it looks like, yeah. So everywhere you see, you're going to see that red humps can get up to 6 inches, but mostly they stay to 4 to 5 inch range. Here we go. So here are some red humps. Now already, these guys, the males really, really color up as they get older. They get a nice red hump on their forehead, and also they'll have some nice blue lines and blue striations and scales down the lateral line and towards the back of the fish. Some of them, you can already see some blue in them, but to get that nice full color, you're going to have to wait until they get closer to like 3 to 4 inches. And right now you can see some of these guys are 2.5 inches. So that's the red hump. Relatively shy fish. What I like about the red humps is they do kind of get red lips, the males do, which is pretty cool too. Yeah, and they do start spawning when they're pretty small. So around 2.5 to 3 inches, they will start to spawn. So guys, let's. Would they do well with blue Acara and Jack Dempsey's? Blue Acara for sure they would do well with. Jack Dempsey's, I don't have the experience. I know they can get nasty. They're not as aggressive as what their name implies, but they would do good with blue Acara. Um, all right, I am going to. I'm going to leave. Do you have Kelvis or Compressor? We do have. Definitely, we have Black Kelvis. We can go look at some of those. So, guys, how are everybody's tanks doing? If you just got fish from us, how are they doing? How did they arrive? Are you happy with your order? Let us know in the comments. We like to hear your feedback. All right, so here's what we got for some compressiceps. Here we have the gold heads. Now, all these compressiceps, guys, they're going to be pretty small. They grow really slow. So we have the gold head compressiceps here. Looks like we got a question here. So, did we keep any retrocolus to breed? We did. So we do have some retrocolus. We are breeding. So we don't have many, but we do have some, and we are keeping them to breed. So yeah, the gold head. Over here we have some mandarin. These guys are a little bit smaller. These are F1. So these are mandarin Kalima compressiceps. Of course, they're all in the back hiding. Let's see. We have some bigger ones here. They got the Chitika Golds. Zen Aquatics got 12 turquoise on the BOGO. They're looking great and flashing bright right now. That's good to hear. Thank you for the feedback, Zen. Let's see what else we have for compressiceps in right now. These aren't compressiceps, but they're looking good. These are the Neolamprologus Lalupi Carliani, I believe. Carilani. These guys are looking good. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. So let's see what else we have. As far as we should have some black compressiceps in as well. I may have walked right past them. But yes, we do have plenty of compressiceps. Most of them are going to be at 1 to 2 inches. All right. Let's see, guys. This week, you guys want to see what's going on here? They made a lot of progress this week on this stand. So this is the formerly metal rack. We tore it out. We built a new stand. We have the lights installed. They just need to be wired to the power supply. So they're doing a really good job. You can see the lights that we built here ourselves. We got some LEDs and some gutter. We took the LEDs and screwed them into the gutter. And then we also put tape, the silver tape to reflect the light back into the tank. This is something you guys can do at home. DIY, guys, is a super effective way if you want to get more tanks for less money into a space or equipment. You don't always have to buy that fish equipment. And so, yeah, they have the rack is complete. It's ready for all 66 40-gallon breeders. All we have to do is wire the lights up, get the tanks in, and plumb all the tanks. So we're looking at another week or two before this is ready to go. And it's looking really good. Gabriel, what's the odds of being able to keep a Mabu with a few clown loaches that will eat? Will the Mabu eat them? You know, I don't really have an answer for you. I don't have experience with the Mabu, but from what I hear and what I read, it varies between fish keeper on how their Mabus act. So I think they're very like individualistic fish, and each one's going to tolerate other fish differently. So it's a great question. I unfortunately do not have an answer for you because I have no experience with keeping them other than solitary here in the tanks at the farm. That will be something you'll probably have to find on the internet somewhere. So Carly's saying she actually knew somebody who tried this, and it ended up being a very expensive meal for the Mabu. Yeah, so you really have to consider the full size of the Mabus when it comes to that. They get really large. Just got to show this guy because he's cute. A red potato puffer. I cannot get him in focus though. Let's see if it comes back a little bit. He will not focus. That's okay. I think he's too bright. Over here we got the potato puffers and a few red potatoes in here as well. Mostly Mabuna says tater. Yeah, these guys are taters. Just look at them. They're cute. All right, so let's go over some of the sale items, guys. I'm just going to set you up here, and I'm going to talk about what's going on sale today. Make sure you check out the website at 1 o'clock when these items go live. It's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So depending on where you are, and just about like 40 minutes or so, these items will be on sale. We have the 1 to 2 inch Rio Sancito Umbies are going to be on BOGO. So you're going to buy one, you're going to get one free. And that is on the Rio Sancito Umbies at 1 to 2 inch. We have now this is a good one, guys. I bet you these are going to go quick. We have the 2 to 3 inch threadfin acaras on BOGO. So it's buy one, get one free. That's a great way to start a small little school or a breeding group of some hecoli. Next, we have the albino Turkis Peacock, 2 to 3 inch. Those are going to be on BOGO as well. So you're going to buy one, you're going to get two. Let's see what else. We have the Eureka Reds. Oh man, the Eureka Peacocks, 3 to 4 inch males are going to be on BOGO. You're going to buy one 3 to 4 inch male Eureka, and you're going to receive two. So that's pretty crazy. And then the final BOGO item is going to be the German strain Mason Reef Zebra 2 to 3 inch unsexed. So you're going to buy one, you're going to receive two Mason Reef Zebras. And those are the German strain. All right, what else we got? We have the Fenestratus, the Vieja Fenestratus, the Las Playas. Those are going to be 50% off. We have some blue hygro. Those are going to be 50% off. The Calico Bushy Nose, my favorite of the Bushy Nose, is going to be 50% off at the 1 to 2 inch size. And then we have the Marble Angelfish 1 to 2 inch. Those will be 50% off. And the Dragon Blood Peacock Breeder Group, 1 male, 3 females. Those will be on sale at 50% off. So if you're looking to breed Dragon Bloods, right now is the time to act because you're going to get it for 50% off. Yes, the BOGOs are insane. Irving, I'm really surprised we're letting some of these fish go at BOGO and 50% off, especially the larger Africans. We're really offering you guys some good deals right now, so I would check that out. And so today at 1 o'clock, those go live. Irving just says, I'm definitely spending a few dollars. All right, so if I missed any of your comments, guys, I apologize. It's very hard today for me to see the comments with the super sticker. I really appreciate the super sticker. I just want to let you know it is hard for me to see all the comments. So, Carly, if you can, if you come across any questions or comments you think I should see, just go ahead and pin it. I can see it a lot easier that way. All right, so we got some fish some people want to see. And this might take us to the give. Hey, guys, before we walk all the way over there, let's look at the fish we're giving away today. So he's up. If you guys haven't got your votes, not your votes, but your entries into the contest, make sure you do that before in the next 10 minutes. So this is the Turkish Peacock we're giving away today. He was the most dominant male in the tank. He was swimming around all flared up, just keeping everybody out of his area. So I chose him as the fish we were going to give away this week. We also have some potential next fish we're going to give away. I'm not going to say what they are, but I'll give you guys a quick little look. This guy's being a little shy. Oh, we got another fish there. But those could be the next giveaways for next week. That's subject to change as well, but potential sneak peek there. All right, so let's look at these Honduran red points. So how many people today, if they win that Turkish Peacock, how many people that are alive right now will actually want to keep that fish? Let me know in the comments. Oh, guys, I really scared these guys. So these are the Honduran red points. Now I'm going to move slow here. See this female right here? She has some fry on the bottom. They're right up against the sponge. Can you guys see them? There's a few there. There's not many. If I could hold my hand a little more still, you guys would see them better. So you got the fry on the Hondurans. These guys are really, really freaking out right now. They all hid back here behind the plants, but there are a few still out and about. Ryan, if you want to join the giveaway, you have 4 places you can enter, and you can get potentially 4 entries. So we have a video. It's called Fun Friday Giveaway, and it is the most recent one about the Turkish Peacock. And we have it on YouTube, we have it on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. You can comment on all 4 of those. You have to like, comment, and share the video. So if you comment on all 4, you can get 4 votes. You get 1 vote per platform. So just find the video and comment. You can say anything you want, and you are entered in. And then you do have to be live on this video at the time of the announcement to claim the prize. If you're not live, we go to the next winner. Rainbow cichlids. All right, so rainbow cichlids should be right. They were right next door. They have been moved. So let me see. Oh no, they were not. They are over here. Rainbow cichlids are right here. Now these guys are looking awesome. Good 3 to 4 inch size on them. Look how bright they are. Really big fan of the rainbow cichlids. How could you not love a fish that looks like that? They look awesome. All right, red cherry tetra. It says we're sold out, but I'll see if we have any in there. So, red cherry tetras are really cool. Hopefully we can get them spawning in any sort of consistent manner. They are a very, very popular fish for us. K56. So these are not the red cherry tetras. These are the red tail penguin tetras, which look awesome, by the way. So these are the red tail penguin tetras. Let me check on the other side. I think is where the cherry tetras are. Now this is a fish that we are saving a bunch of them to breed. No, we don't have any right now. So we took them all down to our breeding area. But here's another red tetra just in place of them. We have the ember tetras. Now these guys are really big. These are some of the bigger ember tetras I've seen. All right, let's see what else we got, guys. Oh, really quick, guys. I think I share these fish every time we have them and every time I see them, but it's definitely worth the share. If you guys don't know about these, I highly recommend you look into it. Let me see. You guys are really gonna like this. At least I think you would. Anybody who's into planet tanks, community fish, and you like bright colored fish, these I always recommend. I can't stop looking at them as I talk to you guys. So these are top 5 fish for me. These are the gold tetras. So I know I showed these recently, but I got to show them again. Just look how bright they are. Richard, the giveaway is happening in just a few minutes. This is the last fish we're looking at before we go sit down and do the giveaway. So in about 3 to 5 minutes, we will be doing a giveaway. So you did not miss it. So the gold tetra, guys, if you're interested in nano fish or fish that school or fish that look good in a planted tank, these I highly recommend. I just had a consultation last week, so did Carly, with a customer, and we sold her on these. As soon as she saw them, she was like, oh yeah, I need these in my tank. So check those guys out. All right, so that's gonna be it for fish before the giveaway, guys. We're running out of time. The last one I can show you is the blue orchid peacock. Then we're gonna go sit down and get the giveaway started. So let's see how these blue orchids are looking. Now, these guys are one of my favorite species that we breed here. They are a naturally occurring species. You can see the dominant male. Now, this fish is a very subdominant type of fish. They don't do well in high stress with other male peacocks. So if you have an all male tank, these guys will tend to be subdued and not be showing their full color. You can see in this tank, out of the 15 or so that are in here, there's only one male showing any color at all. And that's very typical of this species. So I always recommend, if you want to keep this fish, that you keep it in a small breeding group in its own tank to really see the full color of this fish. Yeah, so as Carly said, the gold tetras, they have a symbiotic relationship with a parasite that gives them that gold color. They can only get that coloration if they are wild collected. So the captive bred gold tetras, they do not hold that same bright sheen that they would is if anybody bred them in captivity. All right, guys, so we are going to get this giveaway started. So who is excited? The Turkish Peacock is super nice. He's a definitely beautiful fish. He's the dominant fish that we took out of that group. Set you guys in this tank while I get the computer started up. All right, let's get this computer going. Okay. So let's get on the Facebook. This is the Turkish Peacock video on our Facebook. Go to our Instagram. This is the Turkish Peacock video for Instagram. Before I do this, guys, let me actually refresh our YouTube. Oops, refresh the YouTube link. And refresh the TikTok link. This is just making sure you guys, if you came back and you commented since we started this video, you have the chance to win. All right, so copy this link. And we are going to put it here. Make sure it pulls over. There's our TikTok video right there and our YouTube video. And we're going to put it here. So good luck to everybody. I apologize for today if I could not see your comments very well. I would like to be able to engage with you guys more. I really wanted to know, like, who out of this giveaway, who is actually going to keep this fish if they win, and who is just going to take the store credit. I really hope somebody wins this fish. It's cool. It's always nice to get a hand-picked fish. All right, so in total, here's all the comments. We had 58 comments on Facebook, 27 comments on Instagram, 19 comments on TikTok, and 64 on YouTube. So guys, looking at this, what I'm seeing is not everybody, hardly anybody, I think, is entering on multiple platforms. So for your best chance, you can get up to four. You can get up to 4 entries. You can do 1 comment on Facebook, 1 on Instagram, 1 on TikTok, and 1 on YouTube. That's going to give you 4 chances instead of 1 if you just comment on one of these platforms. So just keep that in mind. James Lee, I need another Turkish. I only have 1 small guy. Well, good luck, James Lee. All right, let's continue on with this. Colton, I would certainly keep. Colton would certainly keep it. Ryan would keep it and buy some females for him. That would be nice. Chris would keep it. Dakota is keeping it. Faquan Hicks, you just missed how to join. You just missed out on your chance to join. You have to comment on our giveaway videos that we released the video on Monday. We ask that you like, comment, and share the video. We pick the winner based on the comments. So whoever we randomly pick through this app here. So you could get up to 4 chances to win if you comment on our YouTube, our Facebook, our Instagram, or our TikTok. And this is going to be the Turkish Peacock giveaway. We are going to pick 1 main winner, and we are going to pick 10 substitutes. So if the first person isn't here, we're going to go on. We have up to 10 chances to get the person. We are going to exclude duplicate comments. So if you commented multiple times on any of the videos, it's only going to count you for 1 entry per video. All right, guys, looks like 168 comments in total. So you have a 1 in 168 chance to win. So we're going to start, guys. All right, who's ready? Let me know in the comments. Kim is just finishing her 125 for cichlids. Bud is ready. Zach will definitely keep it. All right, everyone's ready. We're gonna get this thing going. We got 10 seconds here. Guys, and I do see somebody saying Indonesia. This is for, we only ship to the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. So keep that in mind. The US, that does include Hawaii as long as you have your permits. C Goatee. C Goatee, are you in here? C Goatee on Instagram. Are you here watching this video? It is time. Everyone's ready. C Goatee, are you in this video right now? Let me know. We are going to give it 1 minute before we go to the next person. Oh, there he is, Chris Goatee. So, Chris, congratulations. We may ask, we may ask you just to prove that it's you, because obviously you won from a Instagram comment, but I do see the names match up. So, email us at fish@imperialtropicals.com, and we will get with you and decide when you want to ship and all that. So just go ahead and email us and we will communicate with you. So congratulations. That was nice, guys. On the first try, we got it today. So that's awesome. All right, so let's finish today off. Let's go look at some fish to finish off, guys. Chris, make sure you email us. We're not going to email you. And we're going to go look at some fish. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. What are the Koozes, John? All right, guys. Sorry for that delay. So we got here. Let me take this off stage. Let me see some of these comments. Can you show us the fish that are on sale today? Yes, we can go look at a few. Irvin, it seemed like you were interested in some of the Africans. I can show you some of the Eurekas, maybe some dragon bloods we have. Yeah, the greenhouse signal is really bad. I'm trying to set up a day. We're slowing down on orders right now, so I'm trying to set up a day, maybe like a pop-up live soon, where I go outside while they're maybe seining some fish in. It's not going to be anything I plan. It's going to be as I have time. So we might get a couple random lives in. We might even go live on Instagram or TikTok. That's something that we can't do on Fridays. It doesn't connect in with this platform. So we might do that. All right, guys, we're gonna do something. Let me turn you guys around. Okay, so I'm about to write a number down, guys. We're gonna do another giveaway today. Thank you to Irving, who keeps giving us some love. He's giving us super chats. He's giving us super stickers. Irving, please email us at fish@imperialtropicals.com. I want to give you a free pen and a free koozie. So you can go ahead and email us and let us know that it's you. I'm going to write your name down, and we are going to get you a koozie and a pen on your next order. Just for being so nice to us. We really appreciate that. That being said, guys, I want to do one more giveaway, and that is going to be for a koozie. So we're going to go old school here. For all you guys who are still here, really appreciate that. I'm writing a number down. You guys can start right now. Sorry to put this on you last minute, Carly. I'm writing a number down. I'm going to give it to her. She's going to receive it at the same time you do. We're going to get a number 1 through, let's see. We have 50 people here. Pick number 1 through 75. I'm writing a number down. You guys can start now. We're going to give away another koozie. So Irving, make sure you shoot us an email while we're done here, and on your next order you place, we're gonna put this in the box for you. And I'm just writing down some information. All right, guys, I'm gonna give it about a minute, and then we're gonna go look at some fish. Good morning, Mike Powell. How you doing? Okay. Guys, we're actually gonna go for a walk, and just so you know, this is for the koozie. So if you place an order, your next order you place, we're gonna throw this in the box for you. So yes, guys, one guess per person. We're gonna go with your first guess. If you accidentally guess a number somebody else already did and you notice that, you can guess one more time. I don't want to flood the thing with a bunch of comments from a bunch of people. So just one guess per person. And we are going to go look at some fish. And I am about to release the number so Carly can look, see who won. Yeah, Big Junior, we're going 1 through 75. So, all right. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. We are going to look at some Eurekas. They're looking really good. All right. So here we go. Here's some Eurekas. We have a lot more of these down in the greenhouse, but here's what we have in right now. So here's the Eurekas. Okay, so guys, the winning number is going to be, I wrote it down before we started, 34. So Carly, if you could help, if everybody can help, whoever guessed closest to 34 without going over, whoever's closest without going over to 34. So the contest is cut off 34. All right, so there's the Eurekas. These are on BOGO this week, guys. This size, 3 to 4 inch males, pretty impressive. They eat any liquid you can. So Carl, they'll eat any liquid that you can fit in them. So any 16-ounce cans, sometimes 8-ounce cans. It really depends on how you're feeling that day, what they'll eat. I wouldn't recommend keeping them unless you're trying to go for a biotope. Maybe you can drop those in your tank. Might look pretty nice. So here are the dragon bloods. These are the males. The Dathan, the guys, the comments have been cut off, so we're looking for whoever guessed closest to 34 without going over. So these are the male dragon bloods. And those are the breeding groups of the dragon bloods will be 50% off this week. So I'm not sure, Carly, can you confirm that that guess was made before the time was up? So before 3 minutes ago? Susan, that would be a profitable venture. Just having koozies, as many koozies as you would like. Here are some of the OB peacocks, guys. They're looking good. I see a lot of yellows in this batch. some more yellow OBs, which is really nice to see. Doug. All right, so Carly, when you have a chance, please confirm in the comments and pin it on who was closest to 34. All right, so the winner is Dathan with the exact guess. So congratulations, Dathan. Email us, and on your next order, we're gonna put that koozie in your box. So just email us, let us know, and we will communicate with you. So thank you for that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Congratulations. I want to do some more like random giveaways like that. Small ones. The big ones we're always going to do, but the small ones I want to kind of sneak in there every now and then, keep it fun for everybody, keep everybody, give everybody some love, you know? So I really appreciate you guys for joining. Next week, we'll try, I know I say it a lot, but we'll try to get out there, maybe see a pond being seined or maybe something in the greenhouses. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Have a good weekend, and we will see you next week. Later.